Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Unfortunately, I have to make this video. I wasn't even planning on doing anything today. I was planning on literally just chilling and doing nothing. And then I decided, let me start this thing up, drive to town, go get some food, because it's been sitting for a while. Decided to do that on a day where it was negative temps. And I will insert right here that is what happened. After I started it up, I heard a pump whining, and I was like, what? Why is the pump whining? I thought it was a power steering pump because it just did that gear. I thought maybe it got a leak. Maybe the pump was whining. It sounded like a power steering pump whining, so I was like, maybe that's it. Then I looked underneath, down in the driveway, and I saw oil, and I'm like, that don't look like power steering fluid. Smelled it. Yep, engine oil. Checked the engine oil level. It was only running for 20 seconds, and it was down a quart. So that was really not good. And I don't know what exactly happened. I know that when I started it, like the day before, when it was like 16, 17 degrees outside, I had like damn near 90 pounds of oil pressure. So I think with it being negatives, we were hitting close to 100 with 10W30. So I think it had too much pressure. It literally blew out that seal for the oil filter. I've never seen that in the history of me even wrenching, looking at things, even on Facebook and forums, like in pages. I've never seen this before, but just as blows my mind. And I've been wrenching for I think about 8 years pretty much, so like that goes to show like how weird this is. That's why I had to make a video to show you guys, because this just makes no sense at all. So I guess let's dive right into it. Let's dive into that diagnosis. All right, as you can see here, let me zoom in. Looks like that blew that seal right out of that oil filter. Like I had so much pressure it blew it out, because everywhere else, like, you can see that oil, and down underneath of it, it's hard to tell on this, but you could see it literally puked it right out on the ground. Pretty strange. Alright, so I took the oil filter off, and as you can see, I thought the seal was going to be ripped or something. But the seal is fine. Like the seal just kind of came off. Hold on, let me, I'm doing this one hand, but the seal just kind of came off the oil filter. Like I took the seal off and the seal was just kind of like separated, like from it. But look, like the seal is still good. It's all there. I think it's because it was a cheap CarQuest one. It just blew. Well, I don't even know if we can blame that it's a CarQuest one, but CarQuest doesn't help anything. But yeah, it's like it had so much pressure it blew it out. So like, it's hard to say. I had my buddy Brian say he thought maybe that the pressure relief valve was froze, and that caused it to have so much pressure from the pump. I had to go somewhere, and that's about the weakest point. So that kind of makes sense. But I guess we'll see because I'm switching from 1030 to 530 because I figure I don't need that much oil pressure. So I guess we'll see what happens when I do that. Just had to share this with you guys and show you guys what I found here. All right, I pulled the drain plug, and look at how thick that shit is. Like that is like, and for the record, the color is just because I put oil dye in it. To diagnose why I had the oil leaking, because as you see right there, I mean, you guys know I just rebuilt this motor a few years ago, but I'm thinking maybe one of the head gaskets are leaking or something up there, but I just couldn't figure it out. So that's the information. I don't have head gaskets. I don't have coolant in the oil. It's just, that's why. But yeah, that shit is some thick shit. Let me try to do the finger thing. Like that is some thick oil. And when I fired it up, it just had about, and that shit's cold, man. When I fired it up, just for the few amount of seconds that I had it running, like I said, maybe it was 20 just to see what that sound was. It was down at least a quart. There was none on the dipstick, so it could have lost quite a few quarts, honestly. So It's either it's that low or what, but I'm just gonna literally let this thing drain all the way out, that thick 1030, and I'm gonna put my fresh 530 in there. But that is crazy how thick that shit is. Well, anyways, since I got that draining, we have some time because it's gonna take a while. Let me show you something. I forgot to mention because I said I was gonna do a bunch of shit, but this is the bike currently in its current form. So I put my Trail Bandit stickers on the back fenders just to make it look real nice. I put my new Factory Effects grip seat on this. And then, of course, I had to run my Fast House decal, and I thought putting this Honda logo here would be a real nice touch on that fender. But yeah, this thing's looking pretty stout. And I forgot, yeah, I already showed you guys because it's in the video, but there's the R number plate too. So, it's looking pretty good. I'm not done yet. I still wanna take and paint the wheels. I'll just tell you guys, but I want to do like a nice bronze color for the wheels. But I figure that should be pretty good. I've been chat GPTing the shit out of this idea just to see what it would look like. But I think it's coming along really nicely, especially since you guys remember what it used to look like. And of course I'm keeping all of my stock plastics and all that just in case I decide to sell this or something. Who knows? I can throw it back to stock if somebody wants it. But I don't think this is going anywhere. This bike's too good. I like it now. It's gonna probably be a part of the collection if I were to get more. But I just had to show you guys that little update on this because I kind of felt bad I didn't really make another video on it. All right, finally got all the oil in, so let's crank it and hope there's no leaks. About 80. That's pretty good. I like that. I like 80. Let's look underneath the old gal. That's good. Literally before it was pissing right out, like as soon as I started it. And oil filter is not leaking at all or nothing. Cool. Nice. Oh, she's smoking a little bit. It's probably because... No, that's just the way she goes, but that's good. I like it. I'm happy that actually fixed it. Because now you can see we're about 70. That's a lot better than what it was before. That's still pretty crazy, about 80 with 530 in it in the winter. Cool. Nice. I'm just at least happy that I fixed it. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's gonna conclude today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little thing I had going on here with this oil leak that I had, this massive oil leak from the cold temperatures, and I hope you guys learned something. Because if you guys are like how I used to be and you guys are running 1030 in this thing because you need a thicker oil in these 3.8 liters, I would highly advise you switch to 530 in the wintertime to avoid a problem like this. So take that for what you want. But anyways, it's too cold out here for this shit. I'm done yapping. So, I mean, you know what you gotta do. You gotta hit like, you gotta hit subscribe, and you gotta stay tuned for more. You gotta stay tuned for when I'm actually bashing this thing in the woods the way it's intended. So, you know, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one.